Hi everyone and hello friends. Welcome to this presentation video as how to do and configure easily GST invoicing setup from Tally.ERP 9 by Software Work India Private Limited. So let's get started here and see how we can configure the GST invoice from Tally.ERP 9. Now what are the steps involved to set up the GST invoice? First of all, we have to enable the GST module. Second, we have to configure the voucher types, sales voucher type creation and its series as per the GST law, the series of the sales invoice should be unique and should not exceed more than 16 characters. So you have to take care of all that. So we have to create accordingly the sales voucher type. We have to do the configuration and the creation of the masters with respect to party master, atom masters and the tax masters. Then we have to map the Hsn code at the atom level, or if you are not maintaining the inventory, then you can map the Hsn code at the revenue ledger level. Then we have recording of the sales entries, so as how you can record the sales entries, and finally we can print the sales invoice. So this all steps we will be going through the product walkthrough, and I will show you as how to do the setup here. So let's see here. Now this is our company here. I hope the company is visible to you and you will be looking at the company data. So first step which we involved here, so we have to go to the F11 features, and under F11 we have to do statutory and taxation feature here. Under statutory and taxation we have to see enable GST here, so set alter GST yes, and we have to insert all such mandatory information as it is required by the GST details, so state, registration type, GST number and other requirement we have to fill up. So in this way we can activate the GST module. So this is the step number 1 which you have completed here. The step number 2, we have to create a new voucher type, or if you have already created the existing voucher type, then you have to see that what configurations are required. So let's see here, I have done already created new voucher type. So let's see, that is my sale code GST here. Under sales, it is my under sales. Then it is automatic override, prevent duplicate yes, and then I can put a series here, starting numbering, restarting numbering, and I can use the prefix and the suffix as required, because GST law requires that each series of the GST should be very unique. So you can put uniqueness through prefix and suffix details. So you can see here I have put it prefix details here, and similarly suffix you can insert here. So in this way we have to cover our sales voucher type here. So you have seen here how I have done the configuration and what are the configuration, or how I have created the voucher type as a sales invoice. Then step number 3, we have to map and configure our masters. So I just open my masters here. Let's say one party master, let's say Aarti Industries Limited. I to see maintain bill by bill yes, then address, then country and state, which is very important here. You can see we have to enter country and state, since country will indicate if the same India we are doing, then we are doing the domestic transaction. If we are doing other than India, then we are doing the export and import transaction. Then state is very mandatory to identify the transaction here, where Tally will automatically capture the CGST, HGST depend upon the state, or IGST depend upon the state outside Maharashtra state. Then we have to enter the GST detail, and then there is an option here, registration type, whether this party is a composition or consumer or regular or unregistered, and if it is regular then it has to be entered with the GST detail. So in this way you have seen the party master which I have configured here. Then my revenue master, let's say sales of pen drives, which I have done it under sale of product, inventory value affected yes, and then here the GST relating configuration I have to do. So GST applicable yes, and here also we can get the option of mapping of the Hsn code. So if the company is not maintaining the inventory, then they can map at the revenue ledger level as. So I can map it also at the sale of pen drive, but since I already mapped at the inventory level, so I don't require to map it in the revenue ledger. Then there is an option of type of the supply, whether it is a goods or services. So you can map it that it is a type of the goods. So type of the supply is considered as a goods or it is a services. In this way I can map it and configure my income masters. Then you can see here I have created my ledger, taxation ledger here, output CGST under duties and taxes. This is list of duty tax GST, and that is central tax, and this is one common tax ledger which I have created. So I have not mentioned any rate here. Similarly, I can create output as GST under duties and taxes, type of duty text GST, and state text, since GST means state text. In this way I can do it. And then similarly I have done it output IGST, duties and taxes GST, and integrated tax. So we have seen the tax masters, how to map it, we have seen the revenue masters, and we have also seen the party master. So this completes our step number 3, that is configuration and the mapping of the masters, which is required for the GST. Now we can do the normal sales entry here. So I can just go to the F8 and sales entry from accounting voucher, from the gateway of Tally accounting voucher. I can go F8 sales and I can use sale good GST, which is the series I'm maintaining here. Then I will do a transaction at what date you need a transaction date. Okay, then I select a party here, let's say Alti Industries Limited. I have GST number. Okay, and then I can select a product here under which godown it is lying. Let's say Mumbai. I can use 25 product here. Okay, let's say the rate is 13,000 or 1300, let's say. Okay, then I will get sale of webcam, and then you can see here there is a GST configuration screen is coming at the transaction level, which is applicable under the F12 configuration. If you need to this change at the transaction level, though the rate is mentioned is 5%, but if you need to change here, you can change also. Okay, and in this way you can select an atom. Then I can select another atom, let's say enter e webcam here. I can select a Mumbai go down, and let's say this is a 600 rupees, and then I can select a rate here. Okay, I can just, let's say the quantity I just reduce it 60, let's say, and then in this way I can do it sales of webcam. Even this again I will get a tax configuration scheme here. If I want to change the rates at the recording of the sales invoice, then I can change rate, though the rate is 5% here. Okay, in this way I can do the entry, and then I can select it output CGST, since it is within the Maharashtra, the party is within the Maharashtra, so I can select the output SGST and CGST. So I'm selecting here output SGST, which get automatic calculated here. Similarly, I can select output CGST, which get automatic calculated here. Then this is all relating to e-way bill information, so you can generate the e-way bill from Tally by recording just an entry here. So I just make it no here, since we are not right now going for the e-way bill, and in this way I can enter my sales entry, and in this way you can see here the window which has come is for the e-way bill prompted, but since we are not implementing any e-way bill right now for this transaction, so that is why the pop-up, I will just ignore that pop-up and I will do my accepted yes here. In this way the normal sales entry get posted here. Now I can just go for the printing of that sales invoice, and you can see here with the preview I can get all information. Now this is an atomized information where the company, party, GST, and all information, contact address, invoice number, date. You can see atom wise Hsn code, quantity, rate, and atom wise I am getting here the CGST, SGST information along with the summary here. So this is the format which is required as per the government here, that is atom wise Hsn configuration, which is available in the Tally now. So you can configure here, you can get and generate this sales invoice as per the GST requirement. So you can get here the information here, and further any configuration if you require here, just press F12 and use F12. So you can configure whatever you require. Now here we have done for the print GST analysis of atom here. If I say no here, then I can get a normal tax invoice here. Okay, so just a moment, I again just go here Alt P and F12, and I say print atomized GST detail. I can say no here, let's say GST analysis yes. So all the configuration of any sales invoice, if you want to do, just press F12 and you can do all the such configuration here, and you can see here I can get all such information here. Now this is a default Tally invoice. Okay, and now I'm not getting here atom wise CGST, GST, I'm getting here at the end CGST and the summary. So all such configuration is there, is present, available in the F12 configuration. So you can use all such configuration here, and you can use it. Let's say if you use print atom wise, you can say yes. If you don't want, you can say no, and other required configuration as per your requirement, you can press yes and no, and you can take a print of the particular sales invoice as per your requirement. Okay, so this is all about the GST invoices setup and the printing of the invoices. All the required fields which has been mandatory by the GST law is available in Tally.ERP 9, so you do not have to worry about that. So it's very easy to set up and get the required format here. Okay, so this is all about this GST invoice here. So for any information or how to generate the GST invoice here, you can just contact at these numbers, or if you are facing any difficulty in the GST invoicing or how to map or how to configure the GST invoices, please contact at this number. So we will be very happy to help you. For any upcoming webinars, workshops and GST related visits or something, we are publishing in our site www.soindia.com/gst. So there we are publishing our upcoming events, workshops and camps. So please just register and log in there, and you can take the benefit of that, so that all the knowledge sharing or what are the latest update of the GST, that you can get it from our upcoming webinars and workshops. I hope this video will be very useful and helpful to you in setting up your GST invoices and how to take the print of that, and you can explore this module and printing features here in a better way. So thank you very much. I hope this is useful to you. So we will be coming with other videos also, and we will be sharing you all such information in other videos also. So thank you very much. Thank you.